Okay, so the first step in learning how to divide a polynomial by a binomial is to do a quick review of long division and the standard algorithm, which was invented in England a couple hundred years ago. So when you're given a division statement, you rearrange it and you're going to put the divisor on the outside of this bar, and then the dividend is the 2,748 that goes underneath that symbol. Next step in the process is you look at how many times does 13 go into 2? Well, it doesn't, so I'm going to move over one. It goes into 27 twice. That makes 26. And then do a subtraction. So 27 minus 26 is 1. At this point, I'm going to bring the 4 down. That makes 14. 13 goes into 14 once, goes up top here. Again, subtract. Remainder is 1. Drop down this 8. 13 goes into 18 once. And finally, when you subtract these, your remainder is 5. So, and you would have probably been taught to represent it that way with a remainder of 5. So what that means is that if I multiply 13 by 211, and then I add 5 to the result of that multiplication, I should get 2,748. And you can verify that with your calculator. So verification, plug in your calculator and make sure. If it doesn't work out, it means that there's an error somewhere in the steps. Okay, second example. Another numerical. 4,212 divided by 27. So standard algorithm, I'm going to take 27, 4,212. How many times does 27 go into 42? Only once. Subtract. That's going to be 15. Bring down the 1. $27 into 151. I can verify with my calculator if I'm not certain, but that goes in 5 times. No, 135. Subtract that one is 16. Drop down the 2. And then 162 divided by 27 is 6. Exactly. Which means I have no remainder. So if I was to use my verification, then I should be able to multiply 27 by 156, and without any additional piece here, it should be equal to 4212. Okay, and now I ask you, if you're doing a verification and you've reversed your process in order to get an answer, just indicate that that's a verifying statement with a little check mark to say that you've plugged it in and it indeed does work out to that value. So how does this relate to polynomials? Well, it turns out that you can actually use long division, this standard algorithm, with polynomials as well. So here's an example of that. So let's say I've got three x squared minus 4x plus 5, and I'm wanting to divide that by x minus 2. So the first step is to rearrange it according to the standard algorithm, which means take that x minus 2, which is your divisor, put it out front, and then your 3x squared minus 4x plus 5 is going to go underneath or inside. And then we're going to look at the first term, just the first term to start with. So x times something that makes 3x squared. Then this is going to be 3x is my first term there. And then what I have to do in order to figure out what I'm subtracting is I've got to multiply 3x into both of these parts of this binomial. So 3x times x is that 3x squared. So that will actually subtract away. 3x times a minus 2 is negative 6x. So now when I subtract like this, the first two are eliminating each other, right? They cancel each other out. The second piece is here, so negative 4x subtract negative 6x, that's actually going to land me at a positive 2x. If you don't remember about addition and subtraction of integers, you want to maybe check that out in another video. So negative 4 subtract negative 6, which is the same as plus 6, lands me at plus 2x. And then I'm going to bring down this 5. So that part of this algorithm, this process, is the same as we did above with the straight digits. Okay, so now I look again. X times what is 2x? Well, it's times 2. I'm going to write a 2 up here. Now multiply that 2 into both pieces of this binomial. So 2 times x, that's 2x. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Draw a line underneath. We're going to be doing a subtraction. So these, the 2x and the 2x, eliminate each other. They're opposites. Negative 5 subtract negative 4 is 9. So that's my remainder. So the statement that I would write that represents this division is that x minus 2 times 3x plus 2 plus 9 would give me my trinomial that I started with, 3x squared minus 4x plus 5. And you should be able to verify that. You should be able to distribute in and do the multiplication, FOIL, if you learned that method, and then add 9, and it should land you at this trinomial. You want to verify that to be certain, to make sure that you haven't made any mistakes.